Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are doing well at home, right? In the part 1 of our chapter 4, what do you have learned, children? We discussed about division, terms used in division and divisibility rule by 2. Yes? Very good. In today's class we are going to learn about divisibility rule by 5 and divisibility rule by 10 and word problems. Okay, children? So before going to start our today's concept, shall we have a small recap on previous class? Means what is the divisibility rule by 2? Look at the board. Divisibility rule by 2. If the digit at one's place of a number is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then the number is completely divisible by 2. What is the divisibility rule by 2? If the digit at one's place of a number is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then the given number is completely divisible by 2. Yes, what is the meaning of completely divisible? Completely divisible means remainder is how much? 0. Completely divisible means remainder is 0. If a number is completely divisible by the divisor, then we can say that remainder is 0. So this is the rule for 2, number 2 only. So here I am not taking any actual division. Just by seeing a number I am going to tell you that is it completely divisible or not and what is the remainder. For example, take number 376 divided by 2. So I am not taking the actual division. You know the actual division process, long division process 376. I am not taking this process. Without taking actual division, I am going to tell you that this number is completely divisible by 2 or not. What is the remainder? So what is the condition that what is the rule by 2? Divisibility rule by 2. At one's place 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 should be there. One's place digit. We have to check the digit at one's place. So here what is the one's place digit? 6 is there. So if 0, 2, 4 or 6 or 8, any one of this number is there at one's place, we can say that the given number is completely divisible by 2. So here what is the digit at one's place? 6. Is this number completely divisible by 2? Yes. So write down answer. What is answer? 376 is completely divisible by 2. 6 is there at one's place. So it is completely divisible by 2. Then what is the remainder? Remainder r is equal to 0 because it is completely divisible. If not completely divisible, then remainder is not 0. Okay? Yes. Note it down. You can pause the video and you can note. Now the second example. (9,179) divided by 2. Is this number completely divisible by 2? Yes or no? What we have to do? Check the digit at one's place. Ones, tens, 100,000. So check the digit at one's place, that is 9. So here we don't have the 9. So this number is not completely divisible by 2. So write down answer. 9,179 is not completely divisible by 2. Not completely divisible by 2. Then what is the remainder? 1. If especially in this case, if remainder is not 0, then remainder is 1. Okay? Because check last digit 2 4s are 8, remainder is 1. 9, 2 4s are 8, 1 is the remainder. So if remainder is not 0, then remainder is 1 only when a number is divisible by 2. So this is divisibility rule by 2. Have you understood, children? Yes. Next I am going to take divisibility rule by 5. Okay. You can stop the video. You can pause the video and you can note it down. next rule is divisibility rule by 5. So what is divisibility rule by 5? If the digit at ones place of a number is 0 or 5, then the number is completely divisible by 5. So this is a divisibility rule by 5. What is divisibility rule by 5? Everyone repeat after me. Divisibility rule by 5. Okay, till now we completed divisibility rule by 2. Now divisibility rule by 5. What is divisibility rule by 5? Everyone repeat after me. If the digit at ones place of a number is 0 or 5, then the number is completely divisible by 5. Understood? At ones place either 0 or 5. Okay, for example, 75 divided by 5. Is this number completely divisible by 5? Yes or no? What we have to do? We have to check the digit at ones place. So ones place, tens place. What is the digit at ones place? 5. So here 5 is there. So it is completely divisible by 5. So write down answer. 75 is completely divisible by 5. If a number is completely divisible, then what is the remainder? Remainder is 0 because completely divisible. Completely divisible means the remainder is 0. Understood? Shall we take one more example? Yes. Note it down, children. 8760 divided by 5. Is this number completely divisible by 5, children? Shall we check? Yes. What we have to do? We have to check the digit at ones place. What is the digit at ones place? 0. So we can say that 8760. What is the answer right now? 8760 is completely divisible. Completely divisible by 5. And what is the remainder? Completely divisible means the remainder is 0. Have you understood? Shall we take one more example? Then 9273 divided by 5. Is this number completely divisible by 5? What we have to do? We have to check the digit at, okay, again I will write. So the next example is 9273 divided by 5. I am not taking the long division process here. I am not taking the actual division. Without taking division, by applying this rule, I am saying that whether it is divisible by 5 or not and what is the remainder. So what we have to do? We have to check the digit at ones place, that is a 3. So here we don't have the 3 here. So this given number is not completely divisible by 5. So answer 9273 is not completely divisible by 5. Okay, not, because we have 3 here. Then what is the remainder? Remainder is 3 because 3 is less than 5. So the same number, the ones place digit is the remainder. For example, take another example. 7276 divided by 5. Is this number completely divisible by 5? Yes or no? Very good. No, because ones place digit is 6. We don't have 6. So not completely divisible. Not completely divisible by 5. Then what is the remainder? Shall we take that last digit here? No, we can't, because 6 is greater than 5. 6 minus 5 is equal to 1 is the remainder. In this case, we have to take the subtraction. 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. It is greater than 5. That is the reason we have to take subtraction. Here in this case, it is less than 5. So, directly that number will come as remainder. Have you understood, children? Yes. Next, I want to take the next rule, that is divisibility rule by 10. Note it down, children, quickly. Yes. Divisibility rule by 10. The next concept. If the digit at ones place of a number is, what is the divisibility rule by 10? If the digit at ones place of a number is 0, then the number is completely divisible by 10. So what is the divisibility rule by 10? If the digit at ones place of a number is 0, then the number is completely divisible by 10. So here, shall we take one example? So here ones place digit should be 0. Example, 760 or 1760 or 11,760 divided by 10. Is this number completely divisible by 10? Yes or no? What we have to do? Yes, we have to check the digit at ones place. Very good. So what is ones place digit here? Very good, 0. So here 0 is there. So the given number is completely divisible by 10. So write down the answer. 11,760 is completely divisible by 10. It's completely divisible by 10. And what is the remainder? If a number is completely divisible by any divisor, then remainder is 0. Understood, all of you? So, ones place digit is 0. If 0 is there at ones place, we can say that the given number is completely divisible by 10 and remainder is 0. Shall we take one more example, children? Yes. You can pause the video and you can note it down. Next example. Two lakh 17,362 divided by 10. 2,17,362 divided by 10. Is this number completely divisible by 10? What we have to do? Very good, check the digit at ones place, that is 2. It is not 0, then it is not completely divisible by 10. Answer, 2,17,362 is not completely divisible by 10, because the ones place digit is 2, not 0. So the given number is not completely divisible by 10. Then what is the remainder? Always the ones place digit is the remainder. In the case of 10, the ones place digit is the remainder. Note it down, children. Have you understood? Yes. Next, we will take some word problems. Wait, children. First, I want to give you some keywords for word problem. After that, we will take from our textbook. Note it down, children. Yes. Yeah, children. Children, tell me, what are the keywords for multiplication? How do you identify that we have to take multiplication? Giving more, sorry, giving 1 and asking for more. Then we have to take multiplication. Then what is the keyword for a division? Yeah, reverse. Giving more objects and asking for one object, then take division. Okay, 1 means each. Giving more objects and asking for one object means we have to take division. For example, I have 7 pens. 7 pens cost is 70 rupees. Then find out 1 pen cost. How much? How do you get? So here giving more and asking for 1. What we have to do? We have to take subtraction. Then 70 divided by 7 is equal to how much? 10 rupees. Okay. 7 1 jar 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. Bring down 0. 7 zeros are 0. So how many rupees? 10 rupees. So one pen cost is 10 rupees. So giving more objects and asking for one means we have to take division. So this is the keyword. What is keyword for division? Giving more objects and asking for each or one. That is the main keyword for division. Now I want to take our textbook word problem, children. Yes. Yeah. Look at this word problem, children. Everyone. Yeah. If 58,460 liters of water is filled in 4 tanks equally, then find the quantity of water in each tank. So what is the question? Read it carefully and understand it first. If 58,460 liters of water is filled in how many tanks? 4 tanks. 58,460 liters of water is filled in 4 tanks equally. Equally means equal sharing means? Yeah, division. Then find the quantity of water in each tank. What they are asking? Find out the quantity of water in each means 1. In one tank, how many liters of water is there? We have to find that one. Understood, children? So write down the solution. Statements also. So first, there are 4 tanks. In 4 tanks, how much water is filled? 58,460 liters. And what we have to do? We have to find out the capacity of one tank. Means in one tank how much water is filled. How many liters of water is filled in one tank? One tank. Each means one tank. So giving more, 4 means more. And asking for 1 means we have to take division. Means equally sharing also a keyword for division. So take division. Okay, shall we write the statements? Yeah, how to write? From sentence 1 you will get the statement. So if 58,460 liters of water is filled in 4 tanks, from that sentence how do you frame a statement? Yes, very good, children. Capacity of water in 4 tanks. The capacity of water in 4 tanks. How many liters, children? In 4 tanks. How much of water is filled? Very good. That is 58,460 liters. L for liters. Okay, water is measured in liters. Liquid is measured in liters, milliliters, like that. Next, what we have to find? The capacity of one tank. Next statement is the capacity of water in one tank. How do you get the answer, children? What we have to do? We are finding each one capacity means we have to take division. Yes, take division. 58,460 divided by 4. Okay, we have to take the long division, children. Everyone, look here carefully. Yeah, with 4 table. So first I am taking the last digit 5 because 5 is greater than 4. So 4 divides the 5. So how much? How many times? 4 1 jar 4. Now 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 is smaller number, which means 4 will not divide 1. So bring down the next number, that is 8. 18. 4 table, will you get 18, children, directly? No. Then we have to take its nearest and smallest number. What is that? 4 5s are 24. 4 4s are 16. So 4 4s are 16. Now 8 minus 6 how much? 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 is a smaller number. 4 will not divide 2. So what we have to do? We have to bring down the 4. 24. 4 table, when do you get 24? Very good. 4 6 are. So up write down 6, down write down 4. 24. Okay. 4 minus 4 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. Next bring down 6. Next 4 1 ja 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. Okay. Next bring down 0 20. 4 5s are 20. So 20 minus 20 is 0. So how many liters? This is the quotient, is the answer. What is the answer? How many liters can we fill in the tank one tank? That is 14,615 liters of water is there in each tank. Have you understood, children? 14,615 liters. So therefore, write down the last statement. What is the last statement? Each tank will have 14,615 liters of water. L means liter of water units. Okay, highlight the answer. 14,615 liters of water is there in each tank. Note it down, children. I will wait for 1 minute. You can pause the video and you can note it down. Next, I want to take another word problem. Quickly, children. Yes. Yes, children. Now coming to the second word problem. This is from page number 133, exercise number 4.3. Okay. What is that word problem, children? Every student in a hostel requires 24 liters of water for bathing. Means bathing. How many students can take bath with 38,550 liters of water? Will there be some water left? Understood, children? So in a hostel, each student is using or consuming water of 24 liters. 24 liters of water for taking bath. For bathing, how much water is used by each student? 24 liters. One student is using 24 liters. Liters water for bathing. And total, the students in that hostel, all students were used 38,550 liters of water for bathing. So what is the question they are asking? They are asking that find out the number of students. How many students are there? That number we have to find. How many students can use this much of water for bathing? 38,550 liters of water for bathing. We have to find out the number of students. So how do you get? What we have to do? Yes, very good. We have to take division to get the number of students in that hostel. So write down the solution. What is the first statement from first sentence? So every student in a hostel requires how many liters of water? 24 liters of water for bathing. So from that we have to take the statement 1. So write down quantity of water. Quantity of water used by each student used by one student for bathing is equal to how many liters, children? Quantity of water used by one student for bathing. How many liters of water? Yes, 24 liters. Okay, but totally they have consumed 38,550 liters of water in that hostel. Means how many students are there in that hostel? How many students are used this much of water for bathing? We have to find. So second statement is number of students. How do we get number of students? What we have to do? We have to take the division, that is 38,550. Otherwise you can write like this. Number of students can take bath that with 38,550 liters is equal to 38,550 divided by 24. Okay, take long division here. 24 table, children. 24 table. Okay. So I am writing here 24 table. 24 ones are 24. 24 twos are 48. 24 threes are 72. 24 fours are 96. 24 fives are 120. 24 six are, again take multiplication, 24 into 6, 6 fours are 24, 6 twos are 12, 12 plus 2, 14, 144. Okay, we will see. After that we will write. Now I am checking last two digits, 38. Now 24 table, how many times 38? One time only. 24 ones are 24. Now 8 minus 4 is how much? 4. 3 minus 2 is 1. 14 is smaller number. So 24 will not divide 14. So bring down 5. 145. In 24 table, when do you get 145? Exactly will you get? No. Then we have to take its nearest and smallest number, that is 24 6 are 144. So write down 6. 144. 145 minus 144. 5 minus 4 is 1. 4 minus 4 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So 1. Again we have to bring down the 5. 15 is a smaller number. So 24 will not divide 15. Again we have to bring down the 0. At the same time I have brought down two numbers at same time. Means put up 0. Two numbers at same time I have brought down. So put up 0. Now 150 will you get in 24 table, children? No. Exactly will you get? No. How many times? 24 6 are 144. Again up write down 6. Down write down 144. Now this becomes 10. This becomes 4. 10 minus 4 6. So 6 is the remainder. Okay. So what is the quotient? 1606. So here how many students are there in that hostel? 1606 children are using this much of water. And the question is not completed. Will there be some water left? They are asking. What is the remainder? If remainder is 0, we can say that there is no water. But here remainder is 6. So we can say that some water is left in the tank. Okay, how many liters of water will be left? 6 liters of water will be left in that tank. So finally write down the final statement. Therefore, how many students? 1606 students can take bath with 38,550 liters of water. 1606 students can take bath using this much of water. After taking bath, some water also left, and therefore as 6 liters of water will be left in that tank. Have you understood, children? Remainder is 6, so we can say that some water is left, that is 6 liters of water will be left. How many students? 1606. So in this way we will solve word problems, children. You have so many word problems, please complete them. Practice more and more, definitely you will succeed. So here it ends. I will send you the notes, children. Please worksheets also I didn't receive. Please complete and send to me. Thank you very much, children, and we will meet in the next class.